Yo. 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 Yo, yo, yo. What's up, boys? I'm back, made 300K off the premium SBCs. W, man. What did you start at, and then what did that 300K get you to? $78 plus picks are such bad value. Might just keep doing the 78 times threes. Not only that, if you guys think about it from a daily perspective, for commons and rares, your main focus, whether you want to do those or not, should be daily on the 80 plus player pick and the 85 plus player pick. Whether it's your dupe storage rares or your off league rares, should go into the 85 plus player pick 3 times a day first, more than anything. And then even if you're not going to have much time later days, build out into the next day for those. Kind of plan for that. So if you guys aren't doing a crazy grind, that'd be like one workaround to maximize daily stuff. Daniel, what's up, buddy? Shirkless, how's it going? 200 to 500. W. Let's go. Dude, everyone's learning to grind. Slowly but surely. We are all getting ready for Team of the Year, boys. Gonna be a good one. What's up, Calf? How you doing, brother? I've made 40 mix and spent 300K on them, and I'm still down 200K with all the packs open, but I'm still recycling, so what else could I do? When you say you're down, what'd you say? You spent 300K on them, and you're still down 200K with all the packs open. You spent 300K on 40 runs. What is that mathematically per run that you've spent? We're trying to break this down by section, cost, return, recycle. Like 7.5K-ish? Okay. And you're not saving any packs for Team of the Year? It's bad I'm spamming the mix, then put stuff in... Is it bad I'm spamming mix, then put the stuff instead of buying the stuff for premium? Is it... What, am I having a stroke reading this, or am I... Is it bad I'm spamming mix, then put the stuff instead of buying... Like, the stuff for the premium, instead of doing the premium, we're putting that into other upgrades? Is that what you're asking? No, only the end reward and untradables from the premium I'm saving. Okay, so in the span of doing 40 mix, when you opened the packs you opened, how did you open them and then what did you do with it? Was it 40 runs you did? And then you opened the 40 runs and then that allowed you to do additional runs with recycling, so it's more than 40? Or you did less than 40 with the packs you opened to recycle into more? All right, let's put in low-end MLS and championship, I guess, for dailies. When someone whose first language isn't English is met with someone with dyslexia, dude, I swear, you guys could write the most straightforward sentence, and I will make up words in my head, read it completely incorrectly, and then not get upset at you guys, but be like, brother, what are you talking about? And then the person typing is probably like, what are you talking about? I didn't even say that. So yeah, I'm doing mix, getting the premium league from mix instead of buying the premium cards. So I mean, I'm doing mix, getting the premium league from the mix. Gotcha. Yeah, that would be the way I'd recommend it, man. If you're doing the mix into the premium, it's going to save you so many coins. It's going to be such a nice grind too. Recycled after 40 runs can still make loads. Okay, so when you're doing this, you're going to see me do it today and kind of give a little bit more perspective on what the recycle process looks like. I'm just trying to mathematically get your runs done. So you bought out 40. So you had 40 of each pack. And then from there, you started opening packs. Is that correct? Daniel, what's up, buddy? Because I'll show you in real time what that looks like with the mix, because we're going to start that today. We did 25 runs off stream. We're going to show you what that recycle looks like. We'll be able to do probably 10 to 15 premiums as well. Then we're finally going to open all those tradable packs that we've been stockpiling to see if we can get back to 1.5 mil ourselves. We need about 500K. A little less. But do me a favor, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, smack the like button. Subscribe if you're new. We're going to be live for about 2.5 hours today of just pure grinding, man. Mubba, you want a cut? Yeah, why? What's good? What's good? All right, we're down to what? Daily common golds and then daily rares. Bros eating together. Bro, I come from a full work day and then I work out the second the stream ends. I need to eat food at some point. When do you want me to eat? Some of you guys exclusively watch YouTube channels to watch people eat food, so I don't want to hear it, okay? You look leaner? Hey, thanks, brother. If you don't mind me asking, from how long ago would you say? Yes, I opened them all and saved all untradeable dupes and then recycled afterwards. Okay, so the way I would recommend doing it, sounds like you're doing it right. So I'm wondering where your coins are going. I would open the untradeable packs first, recycle with the untradables. Then once you've recycled even more untradables, you should have a stockpile of tradable packs for the mix. The small prime silver players packs and the small electrums. Those alone, and the ones from the recycle and the ones in the premium along with your dailies, mathematically should get you a majority of your coins back. So I'm wondering what you haven't sold. Have you sold everything? I've still got 56 silver packs left because I've been... Okay, so there's your problem. You're not done yet. Yeah, that's where your coins went. You're not finished. If you were all the way to the end, like I thought you were, that makes sense. But no, yeah, you're in a good spot, brother. If you haven't opened those yet, yeah, that recycle is going to be really nice. Okay, let me hop to Pale Tools after we do this real quick, and we'll spam a few more. Just packed Holland? Or just packed ham? See, I did it again. I just made up chat. Which time zone do you live? I live Central Time in the United States. So it's 4 p.m. for me. Just got Thunderstruck Teo from an 85-89. Cold. Also just surpassed 500 save packs. Started after Thunderstruck. Nice, man. Love to hear it. Yeah, if you're trying to maximize the amount of coins back, make profit on the mix, and or try to get as close to break even or the little bit of a loss while saving packs, any of those things, you have to try to sell as many players as you can, even if they don't seem like they have that much value. And then also, too, the untradables. You got to put your untradables into stuff that makes value. So untradable premiums into the premium. Marquee matchups for 5 easy tradable packs a week. Daily challenges or SBCs. The 80-plus player picks, if you guys are taking either your dupe storage gold commons or the dupe... not even dupes. Dupe storage gold commons or off-league gold commons in your club and putting those into the 80-plus player pick, and then the off-league or dupe storage gold rares, putting those into the 85-plus player pick every single day, you're getting a bunch of silver packs, which are going to get you a ton of coins back too. Yeah, you'll see my recycle today. We'll see how many more runs we can make from this 25, how many premiums we can make, and then inevitably how close to that original 1.5 million coins we started with will end up being at after close to probably 1,000 runs. Milan, tradable or untradeable, brother, for Mia Hamm? I got to find a new way to reach grind League of Portugal. They reached 1K on PC. Right? Your PC. What were they earlier in the day? Were they the same price on PC earlier in the day? Last time I was here was like mid to end October, I think. Okay. Yeah, we've probably lost 10 pounds since late November. We're going to lose another 10 to 15 probably. We started the cut from like low 220, high 210s. We're down to about 205. I want to get under 200 and then push for 195, 190-ish. You read... Okay, I wasn't the only one who read Holland as first. I see you lost some of that hairline as well, brother. We've always been doing that. What do you mean? That's always going to be a thing. Every time you come into the stream from now until the Super Chat fundraise Turkey trip, I'll have less hair than the day before. I've been 1K since a couple days. I'm just grinding on my console account now. So again, you have a few options. The more expensive they get, to like this point, it makes no sense to buy them out. BPM is going to be your best friend to make easy coins, especially on PC, because you're substituting a limited amount of coins for the maximum amount of players you can get in a certain time, just in terms of compared to bidding and buy nows, that sort of things. But I would still recommend the mix into the premium. I will donate to make that happen. How much is a turkey trip? We should consider this. Should I have you guys pick my hairstyle? We go with a R9. All right. Let me hop to Pale Tools real quick. Wait, when is that? I was joking. I don't plan on doing it. Plan on rocking bald one day. Leave bro's hairline alone. He's the modern day R9. No, it's the inverse. It's like the inverse of R9. We're calling it the Mumbo. Also known as the McDonald's logo. Alright, can you guys see that okay? Alright, let's finish the ones here. Are we serious right now? One run, EA. That's all it took? It's glitching me out already. Okay. We're back in. Did anybody have any questions on our newer Pale Tools video? We showed off, if you're kind of brand new to Pale Tools or haven't been on Pale Tools in a while, the new SBC global templates that you can save here. You can just add these to any existing SBC. So like, I had an existing 78pp here. I could keep that one and just chuck it in this. Edit template, select global template. Put it in there. It's not going to let me build using template. Got to refresh. If you hit T, it'll let you build right away. But if you just go out, then go back in, build using template will be available. Mumbo, I hope you have a good Christmas. Merry Xmas. Appreciate you, buddy. You too, man. Yeah, heads up about that. So, Tuesday... We'll be live Tuesday for a few hours again. Wednesday is Christmas Eve. I don't know what time we're going to church yet. It might be like early afternoon. So we might do like an early stream. So chances are we might be live like a few hours before new content potentially on Christmas Eve. And then most likely no stream Christmas Day, but the day after that we'll probably go crazy. It'll be a little sporadic. We'll have some videos go up here or there. But ultimately should be a good time. Alright, you guys ready for the spam? We're going to save those. We'll start by opening these. Merry Christmas, well, thank you, bud. You guys too. What shall we do when I feel like... What should when I feel like I'm running out of League SBC cards, and how do I have them stocked consistently? I'm so sorry, I butchered. So, what I guess my main question would be, what are you running low on? Because if you're using our club stock buyout method with long-term and in bulk mixed league, you're going to be buying a crap ton of runs. Inevitably, look at that, 88 already, W. Inevitably from the Electrum Players Pack too, the same one we got, no, we didn't get Eusebio from that one. We got Eusebio from the Premium Mixed Players Pack. W. You're going to run low on some stuff over time if you're not opening the packs right away. That's just going to be part of that. So for me, just take mental notes on what you're running low on. So you'll see in this recycle here, we'll run into that issue too, where I haven't really club stocked since the 25 runs. So outside of what we already had in my club, I might run low on League 2. Oh, we'll take another inform. I might run low on League 2, let's say, rares. So I might have to go in and by hand mass bid 150 on bronze rares from League 2, or do 200 buy now to restock for like another 5 to 10 runs. Which Christian denomination do you belong to? Non-denom. Alright, 8 more of these left. We're going to have a full dupe storage here in a second, so we might go back to console and do player picks first before we really start recycling. But as you see, we're getting a lot of Pro League and Liga NOS cards in the process of doing this, which is going to be really helpful. We're also going to be getting a bunch of bronze upgrades and silver upgrades. Getting a crap ton more gold commons. That will just consistently keep recycling to more crafting upgrades. More premium mixed. Hi, Mumbo C Barbs. What's up, buddy? Congrats, bro. I saw your YouTube comments. You're getting better at it, man. Saw your Discord comments, too. Alright, we're full now. Let's go to... Let's finish the mix. So what are we low on here? Here's a good example. So if I'm going to build this, look what just auto got put in when I did the template. 1 rare. So in my head, I already know we're probably running low on rares from Serie B. So I have about 12K. I don't really want to get under a mil. I kind of want to stay around a mil for this experiment to see if we can get back to 1.5. So I won't go crazy. We'll just go in. We'll buy a few runs worth of rares. Don't have to go wild with it. We'll avoid the ones we already have. They'll be grayed out. And when the recycle happens, we're just organically getting stuff over time. We're opening the packs, getting more stuff, looking at what we still need, collecting stuff. But also, too, you'll see me in a bit. I'll go to console, and I'll start doing some stuff by hand that maybe aren't showing up in our template. So maybe some lower-end MLS cards with an additional gold. Maybe some lower-end Hypermotion cards or League 2 cards with one of the golds from those leagues. What that will allow us to do Just constantly come in here and recycle a little bit more with that stuff we keep getting that we never get rid of. Alright, so that's done. Finish that one up, so another run's done. I'm noticing a lot of untradables are the more recent stuff because we have the most recent filter. We just opened packs, so in my head that makes sense. So a lot of stuff we're not having to buy. Just a lot of recycled. Same thing here, not buying everything. A lot of recycles continuing. Same thing will happen here. Quite a few recycles. A little bit overkill, which means we can put in some other stuff to get the rating down to 68. That works. Do we have the chem, though? Right back, cam, CDM, center back. Boom, we got it. MLS, how are we doing on golds and silver rares? Looks like we're good there. Can we get a 73 out? We can. We just keep this recycling process going. Look, this is from after 25 runs, just starting to open the Electrum packs, not buying too much else. We'll notice if something's low again. So like rares will be good on for a few more runs. We have a crap ton of untradables that we're still going through here, so we're fine with commons. Move some stuff around there. Hypermotion silvers might be the next thing we have to restock. And MLS commons and rares. That's going to be my educated guess. Okay, we're doing most recent, so we have some higher rated stuff popping up. That's a 72. Okay, why is that a 72? It's a 72 because we have high rated silver rares. We got gold commons in there, but the silver commons are lower. So instead of filtering them out completely, we'll put in a gold, an additional gold that's untradeable. We'll get rid of some of these because they're dupes too, so it's not like a tradable card on the market I can sell. Another run's done. Boom. Go back in. Another one there. Boom. 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 Look at that. So now we're low on Bundesliga 2. I bet I have some Serie B commons that I could put in by hand. So I'm not going to finish that yet. We'll go back in and finish that. In the meantime, let us go recycle these. We also have the other packs to open too, so I'm not in a rush to get that one done. You'll notice on the recycle, you don't have to kind of speed run it. Just kind of want to slowly take your time, complete the SBCs, move stuff around, but most importantly, make more packs. So we got a cam there. We got another left back. We got a center back we can put in. That works. We were low on MLS last time. We'll probably be low again. But we have the championship, remember. So I'll do the same thing. Put in additional gold here. That gets us the rating. Now we just need the chem. There we go. That's done. Now, can we do any premiums in the meantime? We have a brand new set of premiums. It's a 78 rated. Should I make back my coins soon with the 10 runs of premium to open? Are you asking, like, is that something you should do, or is that something that's going to happen? If you're asking if that's something that's going to happen, you have the ability to make those back right now. Have you done all the dailies, all the 80-plus player picks, all the 85-plus player picks? Have you done marquee matchups? Have you done the challenge SBCs? Have you put your low-end fodder into player SBCs for tradable packs? Have you recycled all your low-end packs? Are you doing the next runs of League SBCs for even cheaper with partial untradables and then the cards you keep picking back up? You have 10 premium run. Okay, so you're, again, you have coins and cards. You're just choosing not to open them yet. That's different than... Wait, how did you word that? Make back your coins. Okay, so you didn't say loss. Technically, you're correct in that. That's a smart way to word it. You didn't lose those coins. You just haven't realized you have them yet. Are you planning to hold those for something, or what's the plan there? All right, we'll chuck those around. They're 16. Sounds good, bud. Let me know how that goes. And we'll see what you're working with. Are we low on rares? Why is it not putting in rares? Maybe we only have one league selected. Again, this is something that'll be easier to do by hand, especially the dupe storage. We probably have a crap ton of stuff, yeah, like this. We got that. Boom. So that's when we go in console and move things around. It'll get easier. Center mid. Perfect. That one's done. Got a crap ton of untradables here. Crap ton. So we have probably a few League SBC runs bare minimum we can do without having to buy another card here, which is really nice. But as we keep opening untradable packs from the mix, we'll keep getting more as well. You'll see here even more untradables, starting to mix in some of the tradable ones that we have left over. I would try, if you can, to put in the golds as often as you need. The thing I'd care more about than anything is rares. Make sure you're not over submitting rares. If you have the additional cards here, we're going to submit more than we need because we have nothing else on our bench. But you'll pack so many gold commons and gold rares from these leagues, so that won't be an issue. People have been asking, should you do BPM with it? You can. It'll help you fill the low-end ones faster, too. If you already do BPM on Pale Tools, you'll be cooking for sure. What's a shortcut to submit SBCs? For me, it's S. I don't know what your Pale Tools is. You got to look at your Pale Tools settings. All right, more rares again. I've been winning Pro League cards for 150 to 500 late at night. The premium grind can be infinite flipping these cards or using them. I finally get it. LOL. We converted another one, baby. Let's go. Hey, some of you will snipe for a minute or bid for a minute and give up. When you slowly get the hang of it, when you find times other people aren't doing it, when you find those little pockets of supply after promo packs or randomly throughout the day, you find really good chunks where it's like, hey, I could skip this whole process. If I didn't want to do another League SBC run, I could just print coins from now and for the rest of the time. Very easily. All right, we need another rare. GG, man. Is BPM even worth it right now because League of Portugal and Super League cards are max 700 each? I mean, you have all other League SBC cards that sell consistently too over time. So I would argue yes. But again, it depends on how you're using it and how you're going about it. Not all BPM is equal, I'd say. All right, that's still overkill. We could put in... There we go. Right back, center back, goalkeeper. Oh, no, we're good. 78s. 76. Okay, we still need that. Can we do gold common? Yes. CDM, Cam, Striker. So again, these are all additional runs that I'm either spending 0 coins or very few coins to kind of recycle back in. And from that, were we almost out of Electrum packs? Dupe storage is filling up a little bit. Again, we have 6 more Electrum packs. So the recycle continues. More and more cards continue. And slowly but surely, we work up to more and more tradable packs. Which will allow us to get back to 1.5 mil a lot easier. Got more commons. Occasionally we'll put in some silver upgrades. Okay, we're still good there. We'll have to go in for the premium mix by hand. We'll go clear that for player picks and stuff. But before we do, can we finish the Electrums before we get too many dupes? It might be close. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I haven't even done the provisions today. We have an additional 13 winner provision packs if we get low. So we're cooking, boys. All right. Any questions on that? Or we'll go back to console for a bit, and then we'll go back to Pale Tools later. Any questions on kind of that part of the recycle? Kind of showing what that looks like in real time. And think about that. We did a few premium runs. We did a few mix runs. You know, all we really had to spend was a few rares from League 2, I think. That was really the only cost. Seen Isaac has a fibula fracture and ankle injury. Wishing speedy recovery. That sucks, man. Did they say how long he's expected to be out? How are things, Mumbo? Things are going fantastic, brother. Super happy and super blessed. Your guys' support has been crazy, too. Especially before Team of the Year. I can't wait to see what it looks like during Team of the Year. Few months? Dang, man. Okay. We're up to 722. I want to see if we can get to this to 1,000 by New Year, if possible. That'd be sick. Prime Golds are climbing. We do have small Prime Gold players packs. We have all the tradable. Dude, how cool would it be if we could get to 100 Jumbo Gold packs before we open them? We shall see. You've been really consistent, bro. Keep going. Really helped me out with the trading. Hey, appreciate it, man. How do you craft so quickly? I'm only up to 69 because I do nothing but be a degenerate on the menus of this game. While you're playing squad battles, doing evos, your foot champs, I am here. Rain or shine. Doing the mix grind. I don't sleep. I barely eat. Rinse and repeat, baby. Alright, so again, rule of thumb with dupe storage. You might be confused on why you see me using League SBC cards. My rule of thumb for dupe storage, especially low-end gold commons and gold rares, if we can get as many of these removed from here by doing daily player picks, both the 80 plus with commons and the 85 plus with rares, that is going to be your best friend in terms of clearing room for yourself. So we'll go do the 80 plus now, because I think we have a crap ton of commons in here. Do low to high. Actually, you know what? We'll do this one like this. Gold common. Storage. I've done nothing but grind these since 1 p.m. today. W. Read last message. Apparently 6 to 12 weeks. I feel like his season is pretty much over unless we're still in UCL then. Yeah. Could be. And it'll take him a little bit to get up to speed. And if you're in... I was going to say if you're in a title race, it might be hard to get him some more playing time, but I don't think you guys will be in a title race. You won't have to worry about that. Alright, can we get a promo card from these boys? Also, too, you can go based on ratings on these. If it's close, I usually go the League SBC card. So if I see 83s or above, I'll take those. I've selected an 82 that happens to be La Liga. Third one, I will start thinking League SBC wise. Would it be nice to get another Prem La Liga card that's a rare for the grind? Absolutely. But I remember when we were just on Pale Tools, it felt like I was low on rares from League 1 and Eredivisie. So in my head, when I start to pick things like this, the kind of last ones, if there's not a ton of options, this is what I start thinking towards. So instead of me having to buy this card off the market for 700 coins, we spend nothing to finish that. And we make coins because we get tradable packs in the player pick. So little things like that don't seem like much, but that's the difference between spending 700 coins and additionally making probably another few thousand off of these packs. So that's a net difference of like 3K just right there, that one decision. And if you think about that in bulk, it gets even crazier. That's hundreds of thousands of coins. That's potentially millions of coins with all the decisions like that add up. How is the grind? The grind is fantastic, brother. Literally, every single day, I'm like waiting to lose coins on the mix grind. It just feels impossible. Alright, so we got 284s and an 85. Oh. That one writes itself. Then we'll clear dupe storage as well for the 8210s. That's another thing we'll do. Some of the higher end dupes, if we have like 83s, 82s, maybe the occasional 84 laying around. If it's like a Women's League card and stuff, for sure, without a doubt, we'll do it. Dude, could they not have picked a better picture for him? Roberto got socked by his teammate or something. Had a dispute with someone. And EA said, you know what? We're going to use this as the photo. Beautiful. We will UCL trust. You'll win the UCL. Do you see that guy's comment on the Discord losing 350k? Which guy, what channel, and when was this? Was it the mix grind? If it's the mix grind, I'd be very interested to see how we lost 350k. Will you make profit in the short term when you club stock? One of the very easy ways to make coins in the short term club stocking is think of it like this. If you're especially picking up things under the buy now, let's use a prime example of what's happening on the PC market and what could quite soon happen to the PlayStation market. We've already seen it a little bit. Would you guys acknowledge we've had people coming out of the woodwork who haven't grinded League SBCs all year start grinding the mixed because of how cheap the League of Portugal and Pro League started when it first came out? I've seen people say now that the Lib and Sud are gone, they're going full degen. Someone who maybe didn't touch the game before is now going balls to the wall with this. Okay? So now they're getting a taste of the League SBC grind. They're opening the packs. They got that addiction a little bit. They want the next one, but they're getting a little bit more expensive. Okay. So they go from like 400 coins, maybe to 450, and then 500, and then bids maybe get a little harder and they're impatient, so they're willing to buy now. But they don't want to snipe the buy now, so they're going to 550. Then they go to 600. Then they go to 650. Now we're pushing close to 700 coins. If they continue to rise, at some point people are going to be like, wait a second. This is getting a little too expensive for my taste. I don't want to do this anymore. But I don't want to give up grinding. What do I do? And a lot of those people that grinded the premium will then go to the mixed. And then what happens when they go to the mixed? You see this consistently happen. The Saudi League and the Super League start raising a bit more in value. So a great example of short-term making coins consistently on League SBC club stocking is just getting way more cards than you would ever need for 150 for the Saudi League and Super League. We did this the other day for 150, sold a crap ton of cards for 250 plus from the Super League, and then Saudi League, it was almost impossible to even buy now a card for 200 on the market, so those easily sold for 250. You could do that daily, weekly, just constantly check the prices whenever you can pick them up for that dirt cheap. Absolutely, get every single one you can, because again, we already know the value of this SBC. We've shown you guys in videos, we've shown you guys in tutorials, we've shown you guys in live run attempts, you're seeing it in the recycle now. If this gets more expensive, which it does, and it has, and it is a little bit right now, I think it might be back down a little bit, even if it's the difference of 50 to 100 coins, in bulk, that makes a huge deal. And again, whether you're selling those and making pure profit from them is great short-term coins. But another thing I want you to understand is with this grind, I want you thinking long-term how many coins you're saving as well. How many more runs you'll be able to do with little tweaks like that. If you put hundreds in your club for 150 versus doing hundreds of buy nows for 250, that's a ton of coins you're saving. I'd say things like that are going to be your best friend short term. If you plan on doing 10 runs a day, buy more than 10 runs for each of the sections. Then if it dips a little bit, buy more. And then when it goes up, you sell more. Close to 106 rare player packs. Should I wait for full team release or team of the year to open? Some of you, it might be a time thing. You might not have enough time to open everything. I know for me, time becomes a huge issue. So what I do instead is I consistently open packs like I normally do, where I'm making League SBCs, opening the lower end ones, saving the better end ones. I would keep doing that if I were you guys. Save the better end ones for Team of the Year. Keep grinding, but you're at least opening stuff and recycling so that you can enjoy the partial Team of the Year. I wouldn't fully send everything during partial, though. Alright, so here's a perfect example. We're, I think, 2 common short. I could use one of those rares in the club. Or I can just go in and buy 2 of these and finish it. So I'm going to do that. So we'll spend 400 coins to finish that one. Not only get another pack, but get 2 packs because it's the final one. You'll be able to recycle even more. Christmas break, I got days to grind this now, when usually I don't have time after all my games are finished. I've done 220 premiums, went from 400k to 1 mil, but to start losing coins if they keep rising so much. Getting another 20k, but I still have loads of runs to do. Got 10 premium runs. There's to open and 6 more mix, but can do another 10 premiums. Nice, guys. So, like, for example, if I buy Saudi Romanian League for 150, should I lazy list them for 200, 250, but keep half and sell half? You can. You can always list extras. If you have room on your transfer list and you want to continuously always make coins, you can find 1 or 2 things that work really well for you. For me, if I were trading, those would be probably the 2 things I'd look at. The areas that are literally... Sorry, not literally. Make a mental note in your head whenever you buy something that's not min price and you're like, dang, I'm spending a little more than I did before. Instead of viewing it as, dang, I'm losing a little bit more coins from this, think of it as a way to make coins. So what once was more expensive to you can be the thing that makes it infinitely more profitable. That would be my mindset. Same thing goes for like Pro League and Belgium League. We did it yesterday real quick. We did 2 snipes and within half a second of each, we got the first one for 200 coins. I'm going to try it real quick. Guarantee you I don't get it this time, but we'll see. I won't spend an hour on this, but we see they're already 700 plus. They're pushing 800. This is wild. So we'll sit on this, see if snipes are even popping up, if they're even frequent. There's a 650. Missed that. Missed that. They're not even registering, but they're popping up. Yeah, bots might be getting on these soon. So, like, I'll do that. I'll sit there for a minute or 2 while I'm watching Netflix. I'll just in the background be sniping these, flipping these. And then I'll go to bids. I'll do the same thing. I'll go to bids. See if we have any promo packs out. If it's an hour after new content and we get the new player picks, the 80 plus and the 85s, we get a bunch of silver packs. So there's a bunch of silver supply. But I'll look to see if there's anything else. Ooh, 30 coin pack. Do these every single day too, guys. This is easy fodder. You have multiple 30 coin pack and 10 coin packs daily. Been a few years since last time I was here. Sunderland were in League 1 and I was bidding on lib cards and flipping them. Now my team's in League 1. Brother, welcome back first of all. But you just said Sunderland was in League 1 last time you were here. and you're bidding and flipping lid cards. Now your team's in League One. My team's in the Premier League. And up until like a week ago, I was bidding and flipping lib cards. Isn't that crazy how insane some things change and then others stay exactly the same? Oh, what's this? For 1,200 coins, 81 plus times 6. Without a doubt, I'm doing that. W. You saving packs for Friday? Me? I'm non-stop opening packs from now to Team of the Year while saving the final packs from League SBCs and the Prem La Liga from the Premium Mix. And then other objective packs. Besides that, we're constantly spamming. Alright, let's see how the bids are looking right now real quick. And then we gotta keep going to packs, boys. I have not gone through all my untradables. We gotta keep grinding. So, pay attention to this, guys, real quick. I'm gonna put you on game. I just refreshed the filter, and cards that weren't there just popped up. Went to the same max price of 600, and cards that were 2 minutes plus are now under a minute. So if you feel like things aren't there, like there, we did a 150 minimum, 4 minutes left. We're back here. Regardless of when you get on, try things like that. Okay, people are bidding up to 700 now. And probably selling for 850, so they're making 150 minimum per card. If you lazy list, you can probably make 200 plus per card right now. I can see those Pro League cards still rising as well. Grind is great for fodder? Absolutely. I'm using the transfer list as extra dupe storage for League SBC cards. I do that too when I do the mixed and extreme bulk. It's so nice. If you set it content time last 3 days bidding on Team of the Weeks, you could get them for 10.25 to 11K, and they're selling each day for 13 to 13.5 on Wednesday. They'll probably go to 15K. So same kind of logic with that. There's additional value to those because people desperately need them to do the 82 10s every single day, right? And you can do those 3 times a day, and they're going to be out here for the next 21 days. So logically, if some people might buy 3 of these a day, if they have none, there's going to be a constant, at least, buying market. And if the cards aren't super high, and it's something you can pick up close to discard, you're limiting the amount of coins you could potentially lose. Because if you're picking them close to 10K, they discard close to that. So, easiest coins in the world to put your coins into. Or easiest cards to put your coins into. Lazy list if you want. In worst case scenario, you sell for break even or you quick sell. If you're picking them up at that low cost, which is a W. So think of what has value, what's the reason, and can you get them for less? And do people need them to continue something? It'll be even worse during Team of the Year if we get the 82-20 again. 82 plus times 20, and it's unlimited. People will non-stop need those. It'll get crazy out here. Alright, we need to get back to clearing our dupe storage. What else do we have? 1, 2. Oh, that's we shouldn't use him. We should use our winter provisions, actually. That might be a smart idea. Go in, we'll use some off-league cards real quick. As you can see, we're almost an hour into the stream. We haven't finished opening up our mix. We're still recycling mixed and premiums into more. And we're building even more tradable packs with spending very few coins. Along with getting more tradable packs from the dailies too. So, the silver packs alone from dailies, if you're recycling those, Easy 10K plus probably, you'd think, right? Because is it 3 of each? Each silver pack's at least probably 1K to 2K. So you're probably getting 2 to 4K per one. Now you're probably getting closer to 20, 25K. Daily just from those. Musiala, let's go. Cold. We'll take that. Does he have any value right now? He's a cheeky 400K for putting in gold rares off leagues. We're currently top of League One as things stands, which are nice. First time I've seen us win so many games. I've been doing the mix and premium upgrades. Been best day pack that match Mbappe from the small rare gold players pack. Nice. I'm on 888K with KDB selling after opening the packs. Now, how do I get the rest of my coins back? What do? You're continuing to recycle, C-Bar. And you have packs saved that you're not going to see the total value of until you open everything. So you have even more coins, no matter what the number says right now, on the backside that you haven't even touched yet, that you'll gain later. If you're making mental notes of it, you haven't lost those coins. You just haven't realized them yet. All right, let's do it. Let's open a few winter provisions. Why not? But even if you were afraid of losing coins, or you're unhappy with where your coins currently sit because you don't want to wait till the backside, any of those little small trading tips that we showed you can make you easily 25 to 100K a day. Just easy flips. You could probably make, if you just filled your transfer list and kept relisting, an easy 10K just by bidding on Romanian League and Saudi League cards daily. Fill a full transfer list and just keep relisting. Why do I not pack anyone good? You literally just pack KDB tradable. What do you mean? What are we talking about, bro? What do you want about? You never pack anyone good. Alright, we'll do one more provisions. We really don't need these, but... How are you crafting Ronaldinho? I only completed the 89er id squad. The mixed grind, the premium grind, the crafting upgrade grind. I'm probably not going to do player picks. All that put together is how I'm doing Dino. We have the top 2 done. We're about to do the top 3rd. Or the top 4th, actually. Was it the final 88? And the only thing stopping me from doing this right now is I don't want to put a second 89 in for one of the goalkeepers. I want to either keep Donnarumma. I don't want to put in Musiala either. So it's like I'll just wait till we get another 89. Finish this, and then the 87s down below and smaller are going to be a piece of cake with the dailies. So yeah, I'm just slowly getting him done as time goes. Alright, let's continue doing these. Bro probably just joined the chat. Your storage is full of 84s? It's so annoying. If that's the case, you should be putting your 84s either into your 85 to 87 dailies to try to get people like Cruyff. And to make room with some lower end cards that you could mix them with. Or you could put them into the daily 8210s and do the same exact thing. Mix it with lower end cards. You could do Team of the Week SBCs if you're low on Team of the Weeks, or you want to stockpile for Team of the Year when they inevitably go up crazy in price. Where are you getting first owner cards if you're saving everything? You have 28 premium mix packs, so you save a certain point and open the smaller packs in bulk and save them the small rare. We saved the final pack from the mix and the final pack from the premium along with the Prem La Liga from the premium. Everything else is open, and that's what we're getting all our fodder from. So the grind is so good that we're going to grind Dino completely and easily without even opening the quote-unquote best of the packs. Okay, so we got another... Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's perfect. Okay, so we get a Donnarumma dupe, which means we can put Courtois and Donnarumma in to finish this, and then I can put Donnarumma back in the club. Perfect. So that's done. 0 coins spent. Smaller goal players pack tradable. I wish we were back in the day when we used to get things like close to 100k packs tradable from these. That'd be sick. And then the 87 squads are going to be even easier now. But we got to put Donnie back in. Wait, I can't do it through here. Do I have to do it through SBC? SBC. Send to club. Send to club. Send to club. Send to club. Uh-oh. Don't think I was supposed to do that. Tradable Robin after 230 runs? Let's go. How much did she go for? Put 4 million into 85s at the weekend. As it stands now, I'm about to double my coins. What are you going to do with all those coins then heading into Team of the Year? Congrats, by the way. That's awesome. So you save both the 82 plus guarantees? Yes. How many league SBC runs of each league do you recommend per day? I don't have a lot of time. I do about 10 to 15. You should only compete against yourself. That would be my recommendation. So, like, if someone's never done a menu grind before and they've never touched League SBCs, my recommendation would be to watch our tutorial and learn how to do a single run. And then from there, make your walkout in the first one. The mixed league is OP, boys. From there, figure out how to make it cheaper and easier in bulk. Start going for 2 to 5, then 5 to 10, 10 to 15. 10 to 15 with not much time is fantastic. I'm usually at, on an average day, 15 to 20. A decent grind day, I'm doing 20 to 35. Then a really good grind day, I'm doing 50 to 75. All right, we're going to go save time again. We're going to go back to Pale Tools. So this is where the min-maxing comes in. There's some things that make sense to do on console. Like, we could sit there, open all those packs, and that'd be great, but we could spam them very quickly in here. And then we can get to the tradable ones even faster. So, we did another D squad. Got another tradable pack. We did more of the daily 80-plus player picks, and then the 85-plus player picks. We have more of those we can do as well. We're not completely done with those yet. So we're just stockpiling more tradable packs. We're clearing our dupe storage. We're opening more untradable packs, getting even more League SBC cards to do even more runs, to get even more tradable packs, and even more untradable packs, to do more League SBC runs, to get more tradable packs and untradable packs, to do more League SBC runs, to get more tradable packs and untradable packs, to do more League SBC runs, to get more tradable packs and untradable packs, to do more League SBC runs, to do more crafting upgrades, to do more player picks, to do more dailies, to do more player SBCs, to then open the packs. And imagine if we didn't care about selling that stuff either. And we were just waiting for like a decent pack pull, and maybe we wanted to save the rest. Like, you could technically save every League SBC card you wanted to. You'd eventually start hitting dupes of the tradables. You could just sell each of the dupes. But then think about all these tradable packs. The difference between quick selling them for like the gold commons for like 266 versus trying to sell them for 400 over time. That's over 100 coin difference per card. 3 of them per this pack, bare minimum. Usually they're common. Sometimes it can be a gold rare that's worth 700 plus. You see how easily it just kind of like stockpiles on itself? All right, another premium. Beautiful. All right, that doesn't work again. Do a common instead. Probably do 2 commons. Yeah, buddy. Alright, remember when we said we were low on the rares from League One? And we picked this guy in the player pick? That's where it becomes extremely useful. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Left mid, center mid, goalie, center back. Let's start again. Okay, so now we're getting low on League of Portugal, it looks like. But Pro League, I think we still have a bit. So this would be where I would either change the teams in the filter, or I'd start going in by hand and min-max in each one. And by hand is going to be probably a lot easier when I have to go back on console anyways to finish the player picks. So I'm going to do that. Will be a little bit overkill because I know a lot of that might be dupe storage related stuff. Another premium run's done. What's our dupe storage looking like right now? Okay. So we have more mixed league cards we could clear. We could do more mixed league runs without spending any more money. Or at least a few of the teams in there. We have how many more player picks? One of those and one of those. This one's almost done. Can we just quickly go in here and do squad building, ignore position, SBC storage, gold commons, low to high. Boom! Another tradable pack. 87. So another Dino squad's looking good. 83. And again, final one. If I see another 83, that's perfect. Do I take the off league or do I take the league SBC card? The league SBC card can be either used in the league SBC, which is great for the rating, especially if you want to get away with some bronzes and silvers with the Serie A Bundesliga section, or we have the option to put them in the 82-10. So either way we benefit, we'll take that. Can I do the same thing for this final player pick? Do I have enough gold rares? If I did, low end, gold rares, SBC storage. If it goes higher than 82, I don't want it. Even some 82s here, I'd rather avoid. But for the sake of that one, we'll do it. Also, too, let's make a template real quick while we're here. 85 PP rares. Untradeable only. Non-important leagues only. Max of 82. Player count 9. Gold rare. SBC storage first, then club. Pop that in there. Pop that in each of these player pick sections for the template. If you want to save more time, you could then just go in and go like that. So we still need 1 rare. Oh, there it is. Why was he chilling on the bench? Wait, we didn't do exact position, did we? Ignore player positions. I forgot to put that on. So even little things like that, we still mess up on and then try to catch in real time. Everything else looks good there. We get another one of 85 plus. And boom, look at that. Another 89. We could take Dumfries. Count as a special card, but we want another 89 for the Dino. And off of this, if we're already on to 87s, what I'm going to start doing now to not only clear my dupe storage, but allow us to continue spamming packs, can I start putting 86s for my dupe storage into here? Got a decent amount. Boom. Pop these in. Need that, make that rating back somewhere. So we do gold rare. Untradeable. Got another Harry Kane. Got Oblak. Reeton. All the 87. So I think from what we have, I think we're good. We might not even need the 89. I'm here, Redacted. Welcome, buddy. Can we get away with anything lower? $86. 86. 87. Okay. So if we can save an 87 if we put in that. I'm fine with it. So we got another Dino squad done. So now we only have 2 87 squads left. That was extremely easy to do. We're going to continue to easily get fodder. It's going to get simpler and simpler. We could probably knock out these 84s right now. For the guy who had all 84s in his dupes, this would be a place to put him as well. Press M when he had... Oh, yeah, true. I forgot about that. See? Even I'm not perfect with League SBCs and Pale Tools. There's always shortcuts I'm not paying attention to. Alright, so we'll pop more premium mixed in. Getting more cards. So get this, mobile. I've been happy with my pack total. I'm up to 860. I'm not sure whether to be happy or not. That I realize I've been saving my daily 11 gold player packs. I have 68 of them. Well, do you understand what I was trying to get in my comment to you before when we were having our back and forth on that video? I was trying to get you to see that, like, if you're in a position right now where you're struggling to keep the grind going because you're saving things for potential team of the year that are just things to help you build packs and not necessarily potentially pack something from it, wouldn't it be better to use those on a daily basis when you get them to help you build better packs so that not only you have a better chance to pack a team of the year from the existing packs that you do save, but you keep the recycle grind going, you keep the coins going, and then you give yourself more better end packs that you can recycle into league specifics. Hopefully something like exchanges or 8220s. Was that not you? Was that someone else? Maybe it was. Look at that. Another Harry Kane from the Mixed League, boys. A dupe. Was that a dupe Harry Kane? Because we didn't use Harry Kane. Yeah. So I have 2 more 89s to use in 87 squads. Can you answer my question above? Did I miss it? Would you say... What would you say is a pack haul to get 2 for Team of the Year? More than you had yesterday. If you had 100, get to 110. If you got 500 packs last year, get to 600. However much you can recycle. No, I know. I just saw the other one I missed too. I know. I'm sorry. There's many comments I missed. I understand, but I'm seeing you have 28 of the MLS packs along other small packs from the Mixed League. Do you save those packs so you'd say 30 and then open them? So what I did, in full transparency, yesterday when I wasn't streaming, I said, hey, I should probably have some League SBC runs ready to go for stream today so people can see me recycle in real time. So that's what I did. I did 20 to 25 runs. We had those ready to go. And now we're recycling into more. So reason I did that was my original goal was I wanted to open all the tradable packs today. I don't know if we're going to have time. That might have to be tomorrow's to see if we can get back to 1.5 mil, if not more, while also saving more packs. So the whole point of like the start of the stream was to show you, hey, even from these untradable packs, look at how many more League SBC runs I have before I even start to restock again. We've kind of shown already with the mix, there's some stuff we could spend some coins on here and there to continue making runs. But like as it stands, we're already getting a crap ton of stuff, again, untradable, that we're spending 0 additional coins and just making even more profit on. This one we struggled before. We had not enough commons. We're still low there. So that would be another one where it's like, okay, maybe just stock up on some commons once we're out of packs there. But these we can keep going. We got plenty here, honestly. Center back, striker. Go. MLS we were low on, unless we got a higher rated one, which we did. Now we would have to by hand put in championship cards, which also makes sense to do. So we're going to have to go back to console again. We're going to recycle premiums, so we'll go recycle these into more premium packs. Can we open any more of these? Boom. Can we make any crafting upgrades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. For the guy that commented on my Winter Wildcard crafting upgrade video, this is the thing I was talking about, where if you're only looking at the stuff I talked about when it came to like daily SBCs, what I wasn't trying to say was do your daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, and that in and of itself will make you unlimited crafting upgrades. But mainly those things are an addition to make the mix grind even easier. The mix into the premium, the mix into crafting upgrades. You can see how easily you can make a bunch of these in bulk. On top of that, let's say I didn't want to do the premium, or I was low on the Portugal and Pro League section. Let's say I wanted to take a break from those while player picks are out. If I wanted to do player picks or crafting upgrades, I could then take all my Prem La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, Ligue 1 Eredivisie, untradable gold commons, gold rares, and probably make hundreds upon hundreds of more crafting upgrades this week off of those. Whether you want to save those for Team of the Year, whether you want to recycle that into more League SBCs, whether you want to try to pack a Winter Wildcard that's out, whether you want to do a big bulk group of 78 plus player picks. I'm personally probably not going to do those, but it is an option for something to do. Should I start doing Dino? I would do Dino. There's only a little more than 2 weeks left of them. So I'll get them done, baby. The 310 80 plus PP isn't worth it, right? Why wouldn't it be worth it in your head? I would say it's worth to do all those every single day, especially with your deep storage. you're already doing the existing mix grind, you're going to constantly have a full dupe storage, which you can constantly rinse into premium mix and more mix, off leagues into crafting upgrades and player picks and stuff like that. But daily, that should be the first place you're putting your commons and rares because it gives you endless high-end fodder, a really good chance at promo cards, and tradable packs. Another winter wild card. Moreno. That's going to be a dupe. Never getting 85 plus from it. You're turning untradeable gold commons into tradable coins with the silver packs. You're getting fodder, whether it's high-end fodder or not. You're getting things that you can put into premium mix, 82 10s, 85 87s. All worth it, brother. Yeah, we have 12 silver packs. So that's probably going to be, with the League SBC cards we'll get in here, I'd say this is 30, 40K just off of those alone. That's if we didn't get an inform. That's if we didn't get a lot of Pro League, Portuguese League cards. Not a good manager. No good badges or kits. And again, don't be afraid to go a little bit overkill with like 82 10s and stuff like that in terms of rating if it helps clear dupe storage a little bit. So like you'll notice me put some high-end 70s, low-end 80s, some 83s, 84s with my team of the week. Could I min-max that a little better? Probably, but I want to keep spamming packs. Clear dupe storage helps me do that. Any leftover cards after the 82 10s will help me do more League SBC runs if we have like 83, 84 League SBC cards. Another walkout. W. Double inform. Let's go. Dude, I can't stand this glitch, man. I might need to close the app. All right, got 15 of these. Yeah, I'm going to close the app quick, guys. Sorry if this got asked, but I don't watch YouTube vids at all. Do you have new templates yet? Yes, that video just went up yesterday. So I would watch that video. Even though you don't watch videos, I would watch the template video. I'm curious, does someone want to run? I mean, if you're doing it right now, KF, run a test for me, brother. But if other people want to try BPM right now, I'm not asking to, like, see if you're making profit for BPM. See if it's break even. See how many upgrade packs you can get. Just for, like, a few minutes. Kind of take a mental note every time you get a League of Portugal card and every time you get a Pro League card. How many, within, like, how many packs. And if you did want to do, like, a few bronze upgrades, if you're getting some in there. Because I remember when Lib and Sud were out, that was just a fun way of very quickly getting some lower end ones while making some upgrade packs too. Is it necessarily needed? I don't think so completely. I think you could get away with not doing it or just buying it out on top of the profit and the packs you're making from things like the mixed and dailies. But if you wanted to, it can be a part of your daily grind to restock for the next day. Do it before you start to get some cards in the club. Oh, you're doing it Pale Tools. Gotcha. So you're cheating. No, I'm kidding. Yo, Chris, so we just got from off-league gold commons and gold rares into 15 crafting upgrades. We got another walkout from these. So the fodder is just stockpiling while saving the most high-end packs. We just got another Pro League card. So we're getting more League SBC cards to help us with more runs. So we're spending less coins, making more coins. Hopefully this helps you guys realize the compounding effect. Look, another one there. C-Barbs, are you still here, brother? This, I would say, would be your next step, man. This is what's going to help you a crap ton moving forward. In other news, my wife decided to run into somebody's parked car today while Christmas shopping. That was fun. What was that car doing parked there? It sounds like their fault, man. They should have parked in a better spot. Usually I'd be driving, but she had to pick me up from a doctor's appointment. We didn't have time to switch because someone was behind her on the road picking me up. No, with our car. LOL. Yeah, your wife was driving. There was a parked car. She decided to run into their parked car. Again, my point stands. Why were they parked there? It sounds like the parked car's problem. I'm on your wife's side more than you are, it seems like. This is a problem, bro. You gotta be ride or die, man. Even when she's in the wrong, she's in the right. Yeah, maybe don't tell the insurance company that, but tell her that. You say, honey, I love you. We'll figure this out. I'm sorry that I wasn't driving. I'm sorry I had a doctor's appointment. We won't put you in a situation like that again. I'm sorry if that made you feel sad and upset. Would you like a brand new car? Would you like a brand new Mercedes? I've been watching this YouTube channel named Mumble Elite, and he's been showing me how to make virtual coins in a FIFA video game. And I can sell those to make actual money IRL. I've probably made enough coins recently and done enough League SBCs for profit where I could pay for a pretty nice car for you, honey. It could be the best Christmas ever. Now, in return, I'm going to need you to play some squad battle games for me, okay? It's not all going to be just free on your end. There's a price to this for sure. Are you down for it? Doesn't Footbin have a feature now? It might. I don't check Footbin that often, to be fair. She wanted to push the cart. I wouldn't let her because she injured someone. Does she just have a driving problem in general, then? It sounds like she shouldn't be operating anything. I don't know if I'd trust her to operate your football club in Ultimate Team, man. She might accidentally delete the account right before Team of the Year. I didn't like the badge and the kits that your players were wearing, so I wanted to see if I could get some new ones. Or she goes to the store section, she buys like all the Christmas items. Don't the players look cute? Alright, let's continue. No, honey, I don't know if I should. If you should be driving the cart, you might run into people's parked carts. Dude, low key, there are some horrible cart drivers whenever I go grocery shopping, man. People just do not pay attention. Or, like, an even worse problem, people just do not have aisle etiquette, is what I'd call it. Where it's like, the aisles are already not super big. And they'll purposely, like, angle their cart, like, sideways. Like, if you can fit two carts, one going this way, one going this way, some people will, like... So it's like you can't get past them. And you're, like, getting in there. You're trying to make it known, like, hey, Got to get an item over there. There'll be some random dude, minimum wage worker, who's listening to music and all of a sudden just starting to do his job out of nowhere, and he has a big cart that he's pushing to restock items, but he's not really restocking items. He's just sitting on his phone, probably on the companion app, making coins on Ultimate Team. Fair play to him. I'd be doing that too, now that I think of it. It's like, dude, I just want to get my oatmeal. I just want to get my oatmeal so I can eat it on stream. I was going to eat it before stream, but I had to go to the grocery store. Now I have people in chat asking me why I'm eating on stream. It looks weird. I don't have the time, man. But if that person moved their cart and I got out of there quicker, I could have ate quicker, and none of this would be a problem. So whoever in chat got upset that I was eating food, it's actually that person's fault. Okay, not mine. All right, we are in a really good position for Team of the Weeks. For Team of the Year. I'm happy with it. Last year I broke my foot playing flag football. I used one of those Amigo things you see in Walmart and kept ramming it into her cart while she was browsing. Surprised we've been married for 13 years? Hey, if you don't get on each other's nerves, is it really love? See, if you didn't care about her, you wouldn't give her a hard time. The fact that you love her is the reason why you're giving her a hard time. Another walkout. She's going to snap at some point? Probably. Just hope it's not during Team of the Year, okay? We need you on this game as much as possible, brother. You need to be in her good graces, okay? Whatever you got to do. Cook her some meals. Like, sit out there and be like, hey, honey, what's that show you've always wanted to watch again together? Or what's that show you always love watching by yourself? Is it Love Island? Yeah. Let me give you a back massage when we watch from Love Island. Oh. I just got a notification on my Apple Watch. Mumble Elite is now live. You're good watching this, right? There's a guy. Listen, there's this dude who lives randomly somewhere in the United States who makes coins virtually online playing a video game that I also play. And instead of actively always playing myself, I watch him play this video game. But he actually doesn't play the video game. He makes coins on the video game to open packs on the video games to pack these great players to not use the players. At this point, she's just looking at you. She's like, what are you talking about? Just go play. You don't care about me. You don't love me. Thanks, honey. And then you go grind for like 2 hours. Constantly poking your head out like, she mad at me? Hey, how's it going? Or, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm an expert on marriages or relationships, but I have heard there are some couples in our community that turn on Mumble Elite like it's a family night thing. And they'll just watch Mumble Elite open packs while they're doing whatever. Maybe that's what you got to do. Dinner's happening. She's upset. She's not talking. She's quiet. Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Mumble Elite here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to show you how to grind the crafting upgrade. There you go. Put her on game. Train her so she can make you packs. Be like, hey, honey, I got to work today. I'm going to be out for a while. I don't think I'm going to be back till later tonight. Could you go on Pale Tools for me and make like 10 Mixed League runs? That way when I get home, we can just like hang out and have a good time. I'll link you a video. You can watch a Mumble Elite Pale Tools tutorial. She comments in the comment section. I don't understand any of this. Can you please explain? LOL. C Barbs responds to it. I don't understand any of this either. Yep, that's about right. Love Island. I don't get that show in the slightest, man. I understand the appeal. I just don't like the appeal. Doesn't sound like me, that. Are we sure about that, C-Barbs? We got to make more of these packs too. I'm joking, buddy. She knows all about the Team of the Year grind. My autistic ass has explained it to her in length. See, the one thing that I really miss about being in a relationship is being able to autistically explain an interest to someone who has zero care about said thing, but they're interested that you're interested in it, if that makes sense. It's like they could care less about a menu grind, but they love you. And they love that you love something. And they want you to love something that they love. So they'll love the fact that you're menu grinding. I don't know how many packs I've opened, but outcome seems really bad. I guess I opened around 50 packs and it's only like 6 to 8. I thought you were going to do the meme for a second. I'm glad you said to 8. In Belgium cards? Okay. So maybe the drop rate's not great. But if you got some managers of value, if you got some other leagues, if you do some upgrade packs, short term you could probably get close to break even. If you did it in somewhat bulk. I would still personally at that point instead just like 100 to 200 under the buy now. Mass bid, store, and flip. Personally. A personal trainer, I keep Team of the Year full team release weekend fully clear of clients. I let her know I've got that weekend off. She already knows. She said for the pack thing last week. Hey, she's learning. I need to figure out what responsibilities I have, and I need to tell people in advance. Hey, I've been saving virtual packs for months for this week-long event. Technically 2 weeks because it's in parts and then you have a full release. And technically it's not another week. It's another like 10 days from the full release. Plus you got the Team of the Year, the Icon Team of the Years. You got the women. You got them all in packs together. You got the league specifics you got to wait for. We got exchanges. Then technically it doesn't end after that because right after that we usually have like a Future Stars grind or something. I'm going to be busy. Listen, my social life. I'm glad our football took a pause until mid-February because imagine us trying to fit in football each week and preparing for that while grinding the menus. I don't think that would have been possible then. Alright, we're distracted. We need to open packs. What are we doing? Okay, I should probably not use the 84. Let's not be an idiot. We have the 85 to 87s to still do. Pato! Perfect. Went from 0-7 champs to 3-7. Comeback is on. I wonder if I just randomly played foot champs, how I'd do. How do you guys think I'd do in a typical weekend if I just randomly showed up? Yo, man, you have any tips for picking up Belgium and Pro Leagues for cheap? Yes, if you, Trish, haven't seen our premium mixed league grind, it's in the grind playlist pinned in chat. If you don't have to watch the whole video, but if you go more towards the end of the video, we go over tutorials on how to pick up the Belgian Pro League and the, I always want to say Liga NOS, Liga Portugal. And how to even make coins on it if that's your goal. Alright. Lotobka. Selling bronze dupes right now, and most of them are max price. I don't know if PC Market is doing its thing again, or if they're actually at price. The PC Market always amazes me. Like, I have my expectations of what it is, and then I hear about it. And then it's like, if I was on it, I would feel like I'm equally doing nothing or everything. But then I'll hear stories of other people that's like, oh, it's the easiest market in the world. I just buy things and list them, and they sell for like quadruple the price they do on PlayStation and Xbox. It's like, oh, interesting. Which one is it? Bet Describe literally allowed me to do Dina and Dybala for free. And even if another perspective to take on this, because I know I feel like sometimes I have to word things in a certain way because some people will be upset if they're not making like 1 million coins from this. I feel like if you take it the way we take it with the mix, it's almost, I guess the better way to word it is it's almost impossible to lose coins long term, especially. But if you didn't even care about that and you were just consistently spamming this, I think the most interesting thing with this method is like, if you took it even more extreme, the amount of fodder you'd get to do any player SBC you wanted for a fraction of the price. Like, obviously, Dino is not as good of a card as maybe what he potentially used to be in the past with this version of him. But he's a Dino, and I'm going to be super happy to do Dino in game. And still to get an 89 squad, 88 squads, 87 squads as fast as we have has been super cool. Okay, I need to keep grinding. What I'm finding out is anytime you guys ask something more than like a yes or no in chat, I'll start talking about it. And if I'm not careful, I'll stop grinding in the background, especially if I'm on console. And I'll just be sitting here talking to you guys. And it's like, oh, we did nothing for the past 5 minutes. I just yapped about pushing around a shopping cart. Let's get it. What to do with 4.7 mil? Afraid to lose coins? Put it all on red. If you lose them all, you're done for the year. If you double it, you're going to have a very fun team of the year. In this case, put them on black. Mass bid on informs close to min price. And sell them to the rise, sell them to the lazy list. You're cooking. Good evening, brother. Been a couple of days. How's it going? It is going really well, man. Thanks for asking. Sunderland is going into Christmas top 6 in the Premier League. 3 years ago, we're technically, what was it, 4 at this point? 4 years ago, we were in League One. 2 years ago was the worst championship season ever. We had Mick Beale, of all people. And I thought there for a split second we might actually go back to League One with how poorly run we were game-wise that season. Just to see where we are now, man. It's truly, truly amazing how quickly things can change. How quickly one goal can change things, too. 2 goals, technically. A called-off goal, and then a real goal. Premium League SBC is expensive now. There's workarounds to not only make it cheaper, but to make coins on it, brother. Bought 400 Belgium and Portugal cards at 200, 350 a week ago. What do you think I should do with them? Sell or SBCs? You could do half and half if you wanted to. You play footy IRL? Yes, sir. I'm a left center back. But in indoor, I play everywhere. So I'll go up top for periods. I'll hit some skill moves. I did a, what do you call the pass? I'm blanking. If let's say I'm in the middle of the pitch. Let's pretend I'm a cam. I'm checking back to the left back's ball. The wingers playing, the left wingers running down the line. I'm checking to the ball. And instead of collecting the ball and then trying to turn, you act like you're going to dummy it, but you use your left foot to flick the ball wide behind your leg to them running onto it, and then you spin off for the pass return. What would you call that? You're a striker? Nice. Just a flick pass? Yeah, I did a flick pass, and it felt really nice. Everyone was like, ooh! I was like, chill, relax. Then I sent it to the moon on the shot. I'll either have like the perfect top bins finesse, super good long shots, or I will just completely miss sitters. There's no in between. It's all fun though. BPM decent? Are you asking or are you saying? If you're asking, it can be, yeah. So guaranteed fake prices. It can't be so many bronze players are like 1K plus. I still list them for cheaper. When you say you list them for cheaper than the 1K, what are you listing for? They're acting like that without even knowing they had 1K packs saved for Team of the Year. Imagine how they'd react if they knew that. True. 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 If only they knew, man. They were in a presence with a true grinder. One of these days, someone's going to walk up and be like, yo, are you Mumbo Elite? Can I take a picture with you? I'd be like, can we not? Shut up. Are you famous or something? Yeah, man. This guy's crazy. He showed me how to menu grind on Ultimate Team. Shut up. What's that? What's a video game? He plays like 10 hours a day. Not in front of the huzz. Shut up. Oh. Interesting. What's the channel again? You don't need to know. No, I want to see it. Mumbo Jumbo is the channel. Look that up. Alright, we need a little bit higher rated. Like the ones that are 1K, I just list for... Like the ones that are 5K, I just list for 1K because I don't believe those prices. So I'm curious. I want you to test something for me. If you have a decent amount of transfer list space, the things that are randomly super expensive, that are like 5K and obviously don't sell for that, but they're not selling for 1K for you. If this is pretty common with a lot of the cards, what would happen if every pack, the off leagues you just listed for 150 start price and a 200 buy now? what would that look like? Because if you could consistently sell off-league cards for 200 and you get a full transfer list and just keep relisting those all day, that honestly might not be a bad grind. How'd you learn to do these grinds? Part of it is just a lot of time on the menus, slowly learning to understand stuff, but the other part of it is just the psychology of people not wanting to do things because they're expensive. If they're expensive, how can you get them for cheaper? If it's somewhat easy to do or there's workarounds, can you explain how to do those workarounds to people? And then can we make like a community off of that? Was kind of my mindset. I feel like it's working a lot this year. And like the really nice thing is, like we were saying earlier, this is the hardest it's ever going to be. Once like exchanges come and stuff like that, the menu grind gets easier and easier. So if we can teach you guys how to menu grind without exchanges, without 8220s, taking your daily SBCs, taking Mixed League into Premium League, crafting upgrades into more recycles, you guys are going to be really set once the real grind starts. And the beautiful thing is you guys are going to probably grind harder than me then. But we'll do some fun stuff too. We'll have it where we'll do bingo or something each promo, where we'll have like a sheet in our Discord or we'll link it with Nightbot, where we'll have like a list of promo players, walkouts, informs, you name it, like a pack that has X amount of a certain rating in it. And we'll play bingo to see the first one to get bingo. I feel like that'd be fun and give us something else to do while we're grinding. Rock up to high-class clubs and restaurants and they won't let me in, but then I whip up my companion app and show them my saved packs for Team of the Year and they apologize and let me right in. Redacted, where are you from again, brother? Not like your exact zip code and home address, but where in the U.S. are you from? From London, you live in NC. Do you guys have a lot of supper clubs in North Carolina? Supper clubs are huge in Wisconsin. Fish fries. What's a supper club? Maybe you don't. Supper clubs are like fancy, a little more expensive, higher end restaurants, but they're also like very chill vibes. In the Midwest, at least, they'll be like more out in the country. Sometimes you'll have them in cities, like Madison has a ton of supper clubs, but I love the ones that are a little bit more out in the country. You'll get like an old fashioned, you get a nice steak, or you'll get an old fashioned, you get a nice fish fry. So good. Too many arse anal players. That's not good. Can't be having that. Give me Chick-fil-A, I'm happy. Would you say the best state is to live in? If you're not in the United States wondering what the best in the United States is, I guess it's more down to like what you value in certain kind of communities you want to live in. Like if you love big cities, always stuff going on, kind of like American culture, like New York is going to sound amazing to you. But like to me, what makes me enjoy an area is kind of the mix of being close to a city, not being necessarily downtown in a city, but close enough to drive to one, even walk to one, but be close enough to the country where you can go camping often, hiking. Rent's not as high, even though it's crazy here. So like outside of Madison and places like that work really well. So I would say like Wisconsin or the Midwest in general, getting all 4 seasons. If that's something you care about, sweet. I have a buddy who lives in Texas and he'd say he loves Texas because you never have to worry about the snow usually. city boy, though. So give me a smelly, rat-infested concrete jungle. I'd be happy. True. So true. Based. W. Give me a cubicle to piss in and lay my head and charge me $10K a month. Call it the Big Apple. Two seasons, winter and road work. Dude, don't even get me started on road work, bro. You drive around Wisconsin, you'll go from one county where the roads are not perfect, but they were just newly renovated, and it took them a year and a half to do. And then right after that place that just got renovated, down the road, they'll start construction. It'll be another 3 years till it's finished. I'm from Michigan, can 100% confirm the above statement. True. Yeah, Michigan's fun. I love Wisconsin. Illinois is one of my best friends lives in Illinois, so I like going to see him, but and his family and community there. I haven't been to Minnesota as much. I used to go to Minnesota, Illinois, all around Wisconsin, Michigan, just the Midwest in general for football, but now it's just kind of big chilling. Hated living in Michigan. It's definitely not built for everyone. You have to be a very specific person. It's a lot easier when it's like you have generations of family who live there. So it's like you have the culture and wanting to continue the tradition of having family there. If you are someone who, let's say, had no history in a state and you moved to somewhere in the Midwest, especially if you came from a big city, probably not the most ideal situation to be in. When was the last time you played in Champs or Rivals? Didn't we play on stream last week? I think last week or the week before. Time flies, so maybe it was longer than that. Alright, this is going to be the last Pro League I fill out. As we're starting to use way too many rares. Michigan in the summer is peak, though. Shout out to the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes are one of the greatest inventions that God bestowed on the Midwest. Super scary, too. So scary. Like, oceans are scary. Huge lakes are scary. But not realizing how deep they actually are is the real crazy thing. You can hear a number, and it's like, oh, it's X amount of feet deep, or X amount of miles deep. But when, like, you actually see video cameras, like, go down, and you see people go down, how cold it gets and how dark it gets is the most disturbing thing. Like, I love swimming. I love going in water. But the idea of, like, being above a body of water, not knowing the creatures below it, if they're watching you, and not knowing where your feet are going to go, scary. So scary. Like, I love fishing. I have never ice fished, and I don't think I ever want to. I'd only ever go if the water was extremely frozen, so I wouldn't want to be on, like, light ice. But, like, the idea of having a current beneath you, having light ice that you fall through at an angle, and the current pulls you, so that you can't get back to the area of ice that broke. So you're trapped underwater, trying to punch up and get out. Ugh. No, thank you. No, thank you. He's got base hero Donovan from the League One Eredivisie. W, how much do the heroes go for at this point in the game? Yeah, we probably shouldn't use all these rares. F it. We'll go for it this time. We'll use the golds. Use 12K. Most heroes are discard. I like the little bit of hype you get where you're like, oh, this could be something crazy. And then you're like, oh. Hell. Still coins. Take the coins. Got married up in University, Northern Michigan. Nice. I loved the UP when I went there. When I was in college, my the Christian org that I was a part of, we would do summer trips to the UP for like a week, and those were always a blast. Very little Wi-Fi, by the water, away from technology. That's where I got my first job offer. They called to congratulate me on getting the job, and I had no connection. And so she emailed me, and she's like, hey, Mumble Elite. She didn't say Mumble Elite. Hey, Mumble Elite. Hope this finds you well. If you could get back to us at your earliest convenience, we have some information that we think you would really enjoy. Smiley face. Are we getting a coin pack now? Did they update? Maybe top of the hour. Maybe 3 minutes. We'll check then. Alright, we're not going to be a crap ton longer. We'll maybe go another half an hour. I got to get ready for the workout. I got to shove a big, long banana down my throat and then pop some nerd gummy clusters. And then wear a Santa sweater. Oh, we wore it the other day before I washed it again. This is what I'm wearing to the gym. This is my favorite ugly sweater. Isn't it beautiful? Look at Santa holding his bag of gains. That's a bunch of lifting shoes and dumbbells on the back. My arms are still killing me from the gym on Friday. Good. That means you broke down the muscle fibers. If you're getting proper sleep and nutrition, good amount of protein, they are going to patch themselves up and rebuild to be better than they were before. Think of your muscles. Think of your body as a League SBC grind, okay? You went to the gym. You bought a bunch of mixed league cards, right? And by doing so, you did something that was good. But your coins took a hit, right? Your muscles got really sore and they broke down. You might at first think, this is a bad thing. My system's telling me there's something wrong. I'm seeing the coins go down. What am I going to do? But as you sleep, aka recycle the packs, as you get adequate amount of protein. Wait, what would be the equivalent? Protein be... The protein would be the recycling. The sleep would be opening the packs. Can't think right now. Protein's a club stock. We'll get an analogy to work eventually. But long story short, you were then in a better position than you were earlier in the week. And that compounds. Not only are you used to... Oh, here we go. Not only are you used to going to the gym now and your muscles used to doing that workout and lifting that weight, it's now accustomed to it. So now if you want to put on more muscle, your existing muscle can lift that amount. That used to be hard to lift. You now can easily lift it. So now you do more reps. Or you do more weight. Or both of those. You progressively overload. Then on top of that, think of it like League SBCs. You could only do one run a day when you first started. And you were struggling. You didn't know what exercises to do. You didn't know what cards to buy. You didn't know whether or not you should have done BPM. Or you should have done mass bidding or mass buy nows. So you experimented. You tried a bunch of different stuff. Then you found something that stuck for you. And you stayed to it. And since you treated it like a science experiment and track things over time and you know where the coins are coming from, you know that the gains are going to come if you do those things. You see progress as time goes on. That motivates you to go even harder. You go from 1 workout a week to now 2 to 3. You go from 1 league SBC run a day to 10 to 15 a day. Then some girl breaks your heart. You feel like your life is over. And you're in the gym for 10, 12 hours in a day because you don't know where else to go. Same guy on the menus, 10, 12 hours a day, just grinding. He's doing mixed league run after mixed league run. He's not even opening the packs. He's just mass bidding, buy nows, mass bidding, buy now, pill tools, auto submit, 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 submit. And then he sets a PR. I'm obsessed with League SBCs. Help! We should come up with a community outreach. I got a great video idea that I think you guys would actually love, but I need the proper title for it. I think I want it up before the holidays, but we'll see. It's going to be titled something like, "This is not about League SBCs." We'll cover menu grinding and some even more important things. All right, where's the final premium mix? We got 2 left here. And the more conditioned your muscles are, the more calories you burn passively a day, so you can eat more without being penalized. Dude, there's so many comparisons you could do. What's the carnivore diet comparison of the menu grind? I wouldn't watch it because I know it's clickbait. Well, I can give you a sneak peek of what it'd be. It would be talking about the topic of unlimited, getting people to understand how to build an SBC properly, whether to make coins, more coins than they had before, more packs, and day-to-day moving in a positive direction, getting more and more confident in it, taking calculated risks, showing how they can then scale it because they've now seen with their own eyes the evidence of them being able to do so. And now that they understand, they're able to put more into it than they did before. But this isn't about a menu grind. Something that they weren't familiar with stopped them from doing it. Now that they're familiar with it, that fear is gone. They still might have questions, but the questions aren't stopping them from starting. They're starting and they're learning as they go. This isn't about a menu grind. The hour a day turns to 2 hour a day. Those 10 runs turn into 25 runs. And the harder you work, the more you're achieving. But this isn't about a menu grind. Because we eat carbs for a reason. Also, I hate the carnivore diet. Some of my clients are on it. I don't want to stop them from doing something they want to do, but they get fatigued quickly. I think as long as if you can educate someone on the reason people lose weight quickly on a carnivore diet, and they understand that, I think giving them that perspective helps them understand it more. Because I know I've had cousins go on it, I've had friends go on it, and in their head, they've tried a million ways to lose weight, and because they aren't eating carbs, they don't realize that's the reason. They're just eating a lot of meat. They're probably eating not even in a calorie deficit, and their weight is going down because the glycogen stores are getting depleted because the carbs and water aren't coming together anymore. And so they feel like, whoa, very little work I did got a lot of results. When I worked really hard in the gym, when I ate this way, I didn't even see these results. But then the second they do that for a bit and they get tired, their workouts aren't as good, and they eventually stop it once they go back to having carbs and that weight balloons back up. Not only are they usually back to their original weight, but if they weren't eating in a calorie deficit, they weigh more than they did before. So not only now did they not experience what they thought they did, they're in a worse position, and now their body's telling them, I hated whatever I just did. I want to crash out and just eat a crap ton of carbs. And now they eat a crap ton of carbs, they're not going to feel like they want to go work out. Yeah, no. And like, I've thought about becoming a personal trainer. And there's a world where I would still love to a certain extent. But I think one of the hardest things in life that I've learned is like, you can love people so much or care so much about other people and want them to learn something. And even if they do learn it, they have to want said thing for themselves. You can't push it on them. You might have information that can really benefit them, but if they don't want to hear it, they're just not going to hear it. And like, that's one of those weird spots where it's like, usually they're paying you money to get advice. You want to give advice, but they also want you to, in some cases, like, go easy on you. And that's tough. Be my personal trainer? We'll be your menu trainer. How about that? Drop down and give me 10 League SBC runs. I'm not joking. Right now. Get those bids up. You get emotional sometimes when people quit. I beat myself up. I beat myself up about it. How could I have done better to keep them going? Yep. It's also important, too, to realize sometimes it's not even you. A lot of times people are looking in a mirror. And what I mean by that is, if you're, for example, if you're a personal trainer, you're usually someone that your clients or people who want to become clients are looking at as, you got it all together. You must be doing all these things right. You must be the one with all the answers. But they don't see all the times behind the scenes that you slipped up. The things you had to learn, the things you had to go through that brought you to that point. So when they see you, they see the best possible version of you. They don't see any of that other stuff. And when they look at you and they hear you or see you, and they're trying to compare themselves to you, they feel like they're never going to be good enough, or they feel like they can't achieve that. And it's nothing that you've done on your end. It's just them looking in a mirror of how they truly feel about themselves. When someone lacks discipline in that, or what, I wouldn't even say lack discipline, because I feel like discipline can be like a muscle and you can build it over time. If people are never used to being held accountable, that's a struggle too. What do you do when someone wants to get help, but they've never truly had someone there for them, caring about them, wanting to help them? That's a very uncomfortable thing to go through. 10 coin packs out? All right, we'll take a look at it. Any other ones? No, just that? First 3 months in the gym are the best. The newbie games really make you feel you're him. Yeah, I remember I didn't start working out till I was 18. And like, I was deathly afraid of the gym. I was afraid to do any sort of exercise outside of the treadmill. Literally was afraid people would look at me wrong, feel like I didn't belong there, would have seen me doing an exercise incorrectly and like laughed to my face. It's like, I laugh looking back because it's like, that's usually the opposite of the actual truth. But you believe it so much at the time. But like, I even think of just like calories in, calories out. It took me probably years to understand how to track calories and the reason for it. I remember I gained, you know, it's like a joke when you go to college, you gain the freshman 15 pounds. I think I gained 25 pounds my freshman year because I went from eating very limited amount of food when I was doing football and then track and field, having like kind of not a set diet, but like eating a lot of salads, eating a lot of chicken. In and of itself was in a calorie deficit with a lot of protein without realizing it. Then I went to a dining hall where I did less physical exercise and ate unlimited food. And because of that, and I wasn't tracking it, weight slowly went up. And because I wasn't weighing myself, I got to a point where I was unhappy with what I saw in the mirror. But most importantly, I didn't know how I got there. And I didn't know how to get out of it. So not only did I not like what I looked like, I didn't like how I felt. I didn't know who I was becoming because I went from, you know, wanting to do that sport and not working, wanting to have a certain major, wanting to go to a certain school, not knowing what that looked like, finally going to a different school, not knowing the major, And it's like, dude, what am I going to do with my life? And it took some time to figure that out. And it's like you eventually find those lanes. But in the meantime, sometimes you just got to go through it, man. And like, if I didn't go through those things, I truly believe like I wouldn't be here today in the position we are, the career I have, or the people I have. Like, literally, that exact situation is what caused us to live stream even more. Albeit at the time it was Call of Duty, mainly Search and Destroy, and then Black Ops 3 Zombies. And that's how our channel mainly grew originally, but it was then through us streaming consistently, really grinding that we grew an audience. And then it took Call of Duty kind of going insanely downhill. I think it was the year that, was it World War II was the game? Came out. Couldn't stand it at the time. And then like no one wanted to watch us do it. And it's like, dang, this is really depressing. Our channel was growing a lot from Black Ops 3. Now I don't feel like it's growing at all. I don't know what to do. And I kind of like gave up on content creation for a period of time. Didn't know what to create, so I didn't create anything. Would occasionally come back, would occasionally try something new. And then eventually it just all felt like work. And then took like a year off. Came back, it was my senior year. It was around COVID time. And that's when I made the switch to FIFA. And the reason I made the switch to FIFA was it was literally the game I was already playing. I love football. I wasn't watching it for a few years because I fell out of love with the sport. So it's like, I didn't watch football. And when I did watch, it was Sunderland playing in League One, which wasn't the best quality. Still loved them to death. But it was like, I wasn't watching football. I wasn't playing football. But I was playing FIFA. And then like when I fell in love with FIFA again, started watching football again, fell in love with watching football, started playing football again, started falling in love with football there. It's like, hey, organically, this could be a thing that could work out really well. Let's give this a try. And then we transitioned to, hey, let's see if we can teach people how to make coins on this. Because it wasn't something new. It was something we used to do back in the day. I have videos on different channels back when I was 17 showing how to trade with silvers. We've been doing this stuff for a minute. Would you use bronze rares and up? Yeah, if it's an off league, probably at this point, yeah. Gotta break in slowly and build the trust. True, yeah. I'd one that who was merciless bullied at school, so he could never trust anything. And always was looking around the gym to see if people are looking at him. Working out, making fun. But we got him there. He went from 280 to 185. Hairstyled. You wouldn't even recognize him now? Yeah. I mean, I've been on both extremes. I've been that extremely skinny, underweight kid before I had a growth spurt in middle school. And I was that, not like super extremely overweight, but I was probably like, can I find it? Hold on 1 second. Let me actually find the picture. Where is the home screen? Yeah, so we had... Oh. Like, this was me back when I was like 14 years old. So I was like a skinny, scrawny kid before I hit a growth spurt. But then if you look at me in like college... towards the end of college, or like when I was 21, like this was me when I was 21. You can just like see in the face the puffiness. You can see like the stomach, love handles, like the arms. And like I was working out at this time. It just happened to be the case that I didn't understand calories fully. And it's like one of those things too, where it's like, not only do you have the guy that you said he was in the gym and he was afraid people are going to make fun of him for doing an exercise wrong, or if people are going to bully him. Like, I had every extreme of that with my body, where it was like, I had times where, how do I even explain it? I had times where I felt completely invisible based on how I looked, where outside of like just your friends, you just felt like no one cared about you because of how you looked. And it wasn't just like something you believed out of nowhere. It was like a thing of observation. It's like, oh, you don't notice a lot of the times. It's like, oh, you're not getting a lot of attention. But then like when you change your body composition and like people start making comments or people start noticing, it's really weird when you notice like a kind of change up. And I know people mean well a lot of the times when they say it, but like I kind of always took it as a backhanded compliment. Like if you thought you were looking decent or you thought you were a good weight and then you lose a bit of weight over time and I hear someone say like, oh wow, you look amazing. What happened? What did you do? Like I know it's out of a place of like, oh, like they're proud, they want to know. But in my head, I hear it as like, oh, wow. So you're saying I was like really fat before, but you never told me anything before that. And that like always sucked to go through. But yeah, it was that period of putting on the weight and not necessarily knowing how to lose it. That was absolutely torture, man. It was absolutely torture. Because like every single day, it's like you wanted to do whatever you could do to fix the problem as quick as possible because you want to get out of the situation without understanding how to get out of the situation. And like from that, it's like I can relate to people who it's like they want to look up the YouTube videos of like the quickest way to lose weight, the quickest way to get a six-pack, the quickest way to do that. But it wasn't out of like, oh, I want people to care about me. It wasn't out of like, oh, I want people to perceive me. It was out of like I was just deeply unhappy with how I felt about myself. And it just so happened physical appearance was the one people would see the most. Let alone like, you know, the mental battles you go through with something like that. I'm at that point. You better use that Musiala at rank 1 players use him because he has all the insane playstyles. Brother, I was about to put him into the Dino SBC. I'm glad I did. Maybe I should try him out. Yeah, no, long story short. Yeah, it's anything in life, man. The more information, the more data you can collect, usually the easier things can get. But like the really nice thing and the cool thing about the gym and those aspects are it's like there's always going to be people in there that you see that have more muscle than you or skinnier than you, whatever the case may be. But truly, you're the one fighting yourself every time you go in there, trying to be better than you were the day before, trying to lift more than the day before, trying to lose more weight than the day before. And I feel like that's the most rewarding thing. Is like slowly over time seeing results and progress. He looks so goated. Should we here? What? People have been asking, what team do I rock? Brother, I don't even know what team we rock. Let me outside of the Sunderland, let's take a gander at what we could have. There's probably a million Evos I could do too. Oh gosh. Bro, I put everyone into SBCs. Oh, dude, the Pogba we did. The Pogba we did. Can anyone guess how many games we have on Pogba? I'm afraid to look. Someone guess how many games we have on Pogba and then how many games we have on Eusebio before we do some research. But Mate we can put in somewhere. She probably doesn't even fit. Probably need to change your formation. 3, 1. Oh, not gonna lie, he looks cold, man. Should we retire the fidget spinner? I have 8 games with Pugba. And most of those are squad battles. Oh. That hurts. That hurts. How many games do I have with you, Sabio? 2 games. Statistically speaking, one professional football player has seen your stream. LL. Not only that, statistically speaking, we have a moderator that's uncle is Tom Heaton. Fun fact. So, not only that, we have family members of footballers who are part of this community. We have retired footballers who watch. We have semi-pro footballers actively playing who watch. It's weird, man. And like, if you then think of like locations around the world too, I'm a random dude for the Midwest of the United States. I got people watching us grind the menus from India, Pakistan. Many different places. So why you made him mod so you can try to get close to a football player? You got everything wrong in that sentence. First of all, it's a woman. She's one of the few women who actually watch us. So just so you know, if you ever question if there's women that watch us, women do watch us. Mainly the YouTube shorts and the football highlights, but women do watch. Second, she was the one who brought it up to me. I didn't even say anything about it. And then it was the other moderators in chat, because like if you poll my mods, I think a majority of my mods are United supporters. They're all like, let me say hi to him. Get him on the mic. Get him to check out this. To be fair, if it was a different situation, it was a Sunderland family member. If it was like, hey Mumbo, didn't want to say this before, just so you know, my name is Lisa. What would be? Lisa Isidore. Would you want to meet Wilson? Can I be mid? You're already mid, buddy. We don't need mods, buddy. Our channel, unless it grows a crap ton or the existing mods completely disappear. We don't really have too much going on in chat where we need mods. Opinion player of the month or the low driven winner wildcard one? Which one do you guys think is better? I have no idea. There we go, boys. There we go, boys. How's that looking? Hey, bro, I saw your 8-hour stream offline. You were my content all day. Wait. Time up. You watched my 8-hour stream after the fact and you watched the whole thing? Dude, I lost the 5th place game because Lamar Jackson got hurt. If he didn't get hurt, I would have had like 5 more points than my opponent. So I got shafted, man. Right, Broski, I did 10 runs of League SBCs. I'm off to go bug the wife a bit more and watch Monday Night Football. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I'm going to be heading off too. Any last questions before I go, guys? I need to go work out. Tomorrow we're going to, or Tuesday, because for some of you it's already tomorrow. Tuesday we open the tradable packs, boys, and we truly test how close to break even or how much in profit are we already without any of the back end packs that are going to take us infinitely clear. Can we get to 1.5 mil? If we would work out a Merry Christmas. Yeah, if I don't see you guys by Christmas, have a amazing Christmas, boys. I have a question. What's the question? You didn't see it live, but did you sit there and watch it? The reason I asked if you watched all 8 hours was how many ads do you think YouTube probably played while you were watching that? Would probably be wild. Which video is your best grinding video? If you've never seen how to do the mix grind, I'd watch the mix grind, which shows you the basics of kind of how to build up a run and progress it. And then the one after that would be like, this is the most insane menu grind ever. And that's taking the mix to an absolutely degenerate level. That would be my go-to one, because we do that into the premium, we do that into crafting upgrades, we do that into more mix, more premium. You watched the full 8 hour live? Jeez, man. I have an ad. Oh, you have an ad background. Okay. I was gonna say you probably made me like decent bit of money if you did that, but I see how it is, man. Unbelievable. Curious, is it better to grind the mix or Prime SBC on PC since Portugal cards are now like 1K? I would always recommend grinding the mix no matter what, whether or not you're doing the premium, because it's easier to do the mix into the premium than is the premium into the premium. But it just so happens with the price, more people are probably going to go to the mixed anyways. So, especially if you're club stock in that first section, the Saudi League, Romanian League, those prices might go up if people are hopping ship from the premium. Well, I have to play Kyle Pitts in the fantasy playoffs last week. Better be live tomorrow on the 24th. I'll be live the 23rd. We're going to be making a lot of coins on the 23rd. Christmas Eve, I'll probably be live well before new content if I am live. And then Christmas Day, if I am live, it'll be either extremely early again before I go over to see family or later at night. I just don't know, but no plans as of right now. Family first, man. That's all I care about. All right, take it easy, guys. God bless. I have a question. Who did you vote for in the last election? Why? You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. That is something that I'm going to tell you guys right now. If you guys are still listening to this, in the last presidential election,